This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a movie theater, and I've seen Arrival, a science fiction film from 2016 directed by Denis Villeneuve that looks at the global reaction to the presence of alien vessels that come to Earth for some indiscernible purpose. Louise, a linguist and university professor, is enlisted by the United States military to help decipher the aliens' language, being flown out to Montana where one of the vessels has landed. The initial meeting is a wash, but she manages to make a breakthrough by way of communicating through written script. As the weeks pass, the divide between humans and aliens closes, but there is still an air of paranoia and fear across the world and within the international research groups, which could threaten the safety of everybody. The film's story is pretty solid overall, and is definitely plotted out in a coherent and logical fashion that keeps everything you see on screen relevant. Very little is wasted, and what may seem unnecessary does have a payoff later on. That said, it's not entirely perfect, most of all in its romantic subplot between Louise and another scientist. Although the two do have a strong chemistry throughout the film, it's not developed entirely well, and ends up feeling a bit tacked on, as though it were just meant to be an example for another aspect of the world building. In any case, this doesn't prevent the film from being compelling by any degree. The technical aspects of Arrival are also compelling, and in a way, the movie wouldn't be complete without them. Most of all of these is the film's special effects work, which is simultaneously simple but effective, being utilized less so to create an otherworldly setting for the aliens, and more to visually express the immense sense of scale that they bring. The stark difference between the size of the alien ship and the human beings below it is showcased at almost every opportunity, thanks in part to the film's cinematography choices. It makes an excellent use of the widescreen frame, filling it with visual information, not only in general story scenes to help emphasize the scope of the operation, but also to showcase the obvious divide between the humans and aliens, and how the two groups are still able to communicate regardless. Communication in general is a key theme in Arrival, and it's something which is echoed throughout the various scenes, whether literally between the humans and aliens, or between the various countries, or in a more analytical sense of translation, interpretation, and the difficulties and mistakes that can arise. Although the story is a bit lacking in other areas, it adheres to this theme throughout, giving it a clear sense of direction that will keep you attentive. Coupled with the visual aesthetics and atmosphere, the overall film is an excellent work of science fiction, and one which will likely be seen as representative of a new wave within the genre. At least, I hope so. Mostly, I just want to see more science fiction set in the Midwest. Arrival. Denis Villeneuve, 2016. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend checking it out. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Seriously, there's nothing like a giant alien spaceship floating in the middle of grassy plains that makes you think, yep, that's definitely a science fiction story right there. I can tell just by looking at it.